Brian Knows is brought to you by Meats of the Round Table Podcast. Listen to your beefy bones, Jamie, John, and myself as we eat the meats and good eats all around Southern Maryland and beyond. Check us out on your favorite podcast platform as well as YouTube. That's at Meats of the Round Table, spelled MEATS.
Let's start the show. It's Ryan Knows. So kick back, relax, and let him guide your soul. Around the windy roads of life to take you high and low. Trials and tribulations and acquaintances you should get to know. So maybe let him in to get a better sense and open up your heart and your mind to find a better friend who's experienced a lot in life and isn't perfect. As he looks for purpose, a deeper meaning as we dreaming in between the circus and beneath the surface.
Hi, I'm Brian, and I know Gavin. Welcome to Brian Knows, Gavin.
Hi.
This is awkward, right?
Yeah, it is awkward.
So
I've
this
never
is
recorded a podcast.
I know. Well, this is the first episode, and it's coming to you from the Meats of the Round Table Podcast Network, right? And we are recording here in the man shed.
Yep.
This is our home. Right?
Yeah.
This is
Our second home.
This is where Mom makes us live.
Yeah.
When we're bad boys.
Mm-hmm. Which, in case with you, it's all the time.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not the bad boy.
Here you are.
Well, I'm excited to do this. So we've talked about this for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Took a while just like prepping, getting ready. And just to answer your all questions, no, Meats of the Round Table is not gone. We've just been on hiatus for a while because life happens. So there's been things that have happened, nothing bad, a lot of medical things. So we just needed to take some time off. So in that time, I wanted to do something where I talked about the people that I know, because I realized that, like, and you see it like when we're out, like I'll start bringing up stories about things that friends have shared, you know. You got a little runny nose.
Yeah, I got a little runny nose.
So like I talk about my friends and different people I know and different stories that they tell, and I realize that it's not about what I know, but about the people I know and the fun things that they're into and the things that I think are interesting. So that's the whole reason for this podcast, is to be able to share it, right? And hopefully through it, we learn about people's things that they geek out about. So like here in the man shed, like, you know, there's lots of horror stuff. There's stuff from the 80s because I love to live in that nostalgia. There's puppets. There's Funko Pops. I mean, there's like a ridiculous amount of Funko Pops that like the camera doesn't pick up. So you have your clay station over there. Gavin loves to make stuff in clay and he's really good. I have a place that is intended for me to practice magic, but I think in the 4 years that we've been here,
He's never done it.
Yeah, I think
maybe once or twice, but that was it when
that's
friends
really
are over.
And then I have this spot where like I can build things, but if you know me, I'm not a builder.
No.
I don't build
He's
anything.
not Bob the Builder.
No, I'm Brian the non-builder. But I can make stuff out of cardboard and gaffer's tape. Anyway,
Yeah.
Okay. So this is about finding out more about the people I know, and I wanted it to be special, and that's why I wanted to have you on here.
Thank you.
So I've known you for a while.
Yeah, maybe like 15 years
since you're in your mom's belly.
Yeah.
Right? So This is my son Gavin.
Hi.
They all said hi back.
I'm Gavin.
They're all listening. So, you know, there's so many different things that you're into. Not stuff I think that Mom or I encouraged you on, but just stuff that you've come up with your own. So I wanted to talk about some of the stuff that you're into, right? So, before we talk, we got some food in front of us.
Yeah.
Gavin's got a sandwich he's been waiting all night to eat. So let's get into this. I've got what's yours? Just a chicken sandwich
with American cheese.
Right. You get pickles on it, don't you?
Yeah,
Not a fan of the pickles. I wanted to try the new. I think it's like the honey pimento one. So I got this. Let's hear. And oh, you got to dip it. So an honorarium of Meats of the Round. They're not gone. Let's cheers our food. So let's cheers. And then we got to take a bite into the microphones. I know so many people like it. Your mom loves it.
Yeah, she loves it.
So, all right, this is that pimento cheese on spicy. Let's try this. This is how it looks when we would do it with meat. Right on the microphone. This is good. You want to take a bite?
No, I'm good. This is really good. I haven't had this for a while. I got
Has it really been that while since you've had?
like 3 or 4 months.
Oh, okay. All right. So there's different things that you're into. One of the things that you're into that we do share and your mom shares is your love for horror.
Yes.
Right?
Which I get a lot from my parents, but a lot from me too.
But a lot of things, you know what I noticed was when you got into horror, you were young. Mm-hmm. Like we took you in spirit and you would press on those buttons so that things would jump out and it wouldn't affect you at all. Like
Yes.
you were excited to do that. But then you would talk to mom and I, like say you were talking about like Chucky from Child's Play, and you knew all these backstories, but you found these channels on YouTube, right? That just like,
Yes.
it was like, it would go through like each Child's Play and then talk about like each thing that happened.
The detail and the story behind it. Yes.
Do you remember what that YouTube was?
I have no idea, but like a lot of them, you just look up like Chucky storyline on YouTube and you'll find it.
So that's how you did it.
Yeah. Or I
What
looked
else
up
did you
just
do?
clip.
So Chucky was huge for you. Like you can't see it in the shop, but there's two
I got
full-
2 Chucky dolls.
two full size Chucky dolls.
In my room, there's a couple Funko Pops of Chucky. We just have a bunch of Chucky stuff. But, like, a lot of horror stuff also, like you were saying.
What's your favorite Chucky thing that you have?
Probably the Trick or Treat Studios doll.
The one that came out the other year.
Yeah. Which is unreleased now. You can't get it anymore because
Well, lucky you.
Trick or
huh?
Treat Studios lost the rights to a bunch of their Universal properties, which one's Chucky.
That sucks. But my favorite Chucky thing that you have is when we went to that horror con, and it looks like the Garbage Pail Kids. Like there's one up there. I don't know. Can you see it in the shot? It looks like Beetlejuice. Looks like Garbage Pail Kids, but you got a Chucky version.
Yeah.
The artwork is amazing. And that's one thing I love about when we go to horror cons is the fact you see all these different artists and they're making their own renditions of things.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Which a lot of them are, like, really cool.
so after you got into the Chucky one and you were looking up like all the background of that and each detail of the movies, what did you get into? Was it after Chucky? Was it Jason? Was it Friday the 13th? Or was it?
I think it was Michael Myers, Halloween first. And then I got into Jason and then a bunch of now. Which one I really want to start watching, which it's too violent. I really want to watch a new Terrifier movie.
Yeah, I'd
but
rather you not.
Yeah, I'm not. Not
It's
for a
just
while.
gruesome.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's very gruesome.
if people watch it, that's fine. It's just as your father
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you're 15.
Yeah, I'm not
you know?
watching it yet.
And the thing is, like, you were able to get into these horror characters without seeing all the stuff, because one thing that whatever you were watching on YouTube, it was animating it, right? Like it was like cartoon
There's this
versions.
guy, I forgot his name, but if you look up on YouTube, there's a guy that draws it out and goes through every look of Chucky. Like, that's how I got into Chucky a lot, was from him and different horror characters. But it showed, like the story along. Like, it showed all his looks, like when he had his face sliced apart, scars and all that stuff.
But you do have a favorite Chucky. Which one's that? Is it the burnt one? Because that you can buy the burnt head for that, right? Or is it Pizza Face?
I like Pizza Face, but it's not my favorite. I like the Child's Play 2 look, which he is classic. Like, it's his classic look. He looks more like a rubber puppet.
Oh, you like the Buddy look?
I
You
like-
to look like Buddy.
Yeah, I like the behind the scenes of it a
I
lot.
was joking.
I
that
watched
was a different movie. Nothing against anybody that's into that movie.
what, Buddy?
Yeah.
The Chucky one.
Yeah,
I didn't like that.
I like the Ooh,
I
there
like the
goes
dude.
food.
I like the dude that played him.
Oops.
He was the dude that played the animated Joker. What's his face? Who played in Star Wars?
You're talking about Luke Skywalker?
I think, yeah.
Yeah, it was straight up Luke Skywalker. It was just him. Wasn't the guy that played him. It was Kirk Cameron, I think.
I don't think so.
All right, so you got into that. So that was your horror thing, but like horror here, regardless of the time of the year, at our house is
It's
always
like
big.
always we have something up that's horror like
Whether it's
throughout
in
the
your
year.
room and
or
the
in
office.
the shed.
and
Well,
the
we
the
have
shed's always up.
like the most concept of our shed's horror stuff. but other stuff like puppets and masks.
Jamie's kids call it the creepy cool shed.
Yeah, it's pretty creepy and pretty cool, I gotta say.
So, but this is our place. We allow your mom to come in now and then, even though we call it the man shed. So man shed's based off of the title of a man cave, but ours is a shed. So this is where we keep our wonderful collectibles. Okay, so that was the horror side, right? So the thing that you've been into for a while is online gaming, right? Okay.
Fortnite.
But like, so when you were young, when we were at our old house,
I didn't get into any of that.
no, like you tried Minecraft and stuff.
Yeah, which I liked, and I played that for a while at this house, but
No, but what I was saying is going back to the old house, like you were always in the living room, and nothing against you, but we wanted you to play more in your room because that's what a child does.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't. And now we can barely get you out of your room since we're here. I know you're older
playing
too.
online video games. I like talking to my friends.
I still don't like the fact you're older because to me I still see 3-year-old.
Well,
Gavin
the thing
saying,
about
Toy Story.
Yeah, the thing about the online games why I mostly play is because a lot of my friends which I go to school still. Obviously, I'm not a high school dropout. Why you drop your fry?
That was a French fry dropout.
A lot of them I don't have classes with, and one of them goes to another high school, which I get to talk to. Shout out to Keith.
Shout out Keith.
Yeah,
What?
Keith's pretty cool, and his little brother. His little brother's pretty cool. But the reason I play is because I get to hang out with my friends. So
Okay.
that's the main part. But the other one is like, it's really cool skins.
So you're talking about skins. That means you're talking about Fortnite, right?
Which
okay.
Fortnite is a free-to-play battle royale game from Epic Games, which is a very big gaming platform.
So me and Mom didn't pay anything for this.
No, well, the skins, but
Well, I'm not talking about the
yeah.
skins, but I'm saying for you to get
get
like,
it, it's free.
So they go on Epic Games.
You go on Epic Games and you search it up on Google and you can download it.
Okay.
Which is epicgames.com, and you can download Epic Games and you can go on to there, and then you go on and search up Fortnite, and it's free. So you go on there, download it. For updates, it takes like an hour or two. So you do that, you load it, and then you can play. You can play creative maps, which is like one called Super Red.
What's a creative map? Are you playing with other people? Or
Yes,
is it just
you're playing with other people. You can have your like mic off or mic on if you want to play with other people and talk to them. I turn my mic off because I don't really like talking to other people on gaming. But when I do that, I usually like grinding XP for the battle pass.
What is that? What does grinding XP mean? I have no
so
clue.
grinding XP. So there's a thing called levels, and you can level up. You need 80,000 XP per level up. So when you do that, you get if you have the battle
jalapenos on it. By the way, sorry.
Oh, past level 200. When you get to level 200, you can't get any more reward from the battle pass. Which the battle pass is there's seasons so there's chapters and seasons to Fortnite. Chapters are a bunch of seasons, like about 4 or 5 seasons combined, which the end of the season's almost over for me.
So, do they tell you how long the season's going to be?
Yes.
So is it like
they have it on their like Twitter,
fall,
which I follow.
winter, spring?
Yeah, we're like this one's gonna end November 1st, and then there's gonna be it's gonna be called a throwback season, which is gonna be one of the original seasons of chapters of Fortnite, and then that's only a month long.
So they tell you before what season it's going to turn into.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Does that change it with any of your skins and stuff like that?
So
And you can't bust on me, by the way, because I just saw you drop some food. Don't act like you're going to pick it up.
I'm gonna pick it up.
Yeah, whatever. With the dogs in here and get it.
So the battle pass resets and your level gets reset back to 0 every season. So when the season gets reset, you go back to level 0, and if you want to buy the new battle pass, you can, which I always buy the new battle pass.
No.
Yeah, and you can grind the skins, which is
Let me stop you real quick. How much does the battle pass cost?
950 V-Bucks, which is about $10. like in V-Bucks.
And that's every month.
Yeah, which the cool thing about if you save up, so when you, I think it's only on PC. Guys can correct me, but when you go into your Epic Games launcher, you have a thing called Epic Rewards, which anytime you pay for something on there, you get a certain amount of money back from in your Epic Rewards. So like 80 cents you get back in your Epic Rewards. So I save it up and then sometimes can buy.
How do you get the money back? I don't understand.
Like, it's in your Epic Rewards. It's your Epic bank account.
Do they have like sales?
So like they have every like one. I don't know if it's every once, but every once, like each season there's like a sale, and like the whole Epic Games thing has, because there's like other games you can play on Epic Games, like Fall Guys, which is like this thing you can do a parkour in, or Rocket League, which
Have you played those?
I've played Fall Guys like twice and Rocket League
Okay.
like 0 times because I don't really like that. Well, actually, I played it once and I didn't like it. But I stick to Fortnite because it's fun.
So what got you? Because you played Roblox.
Yeah, I played Roblox
So
for like
you went
a
from
year.
so you went from Roblox, actually, on your phone, Subway Surfers, and then Roblox.
I played that with my old tutor.
Okay, shout out to Carrie.
Shout out.
And then you went to Minecraft, and you did Minecraft for a while. But did you play with anybody when you were doing Minecraft? Like, I know
Yes,
you
I
played
played
with
with-
Spencer and stuff.
Yeah, I played with multiple. Shout out to Spencer. He's really cool.
There's lots of shout outs going on tonight.
Yeah, it's a lot of my friends. Also, shout out to Jackson. He's really
Jackson.
cool. I hang out with him all the time.
Jackson 5.
Yeah, Jackson 5, which we call him Jackie Tacky on Fortnite.
Oh, okay.
That's his username.
And I'm going to call his dad Chucky Wucky.
Yeah, Chucky Wucky. But what was I saying? About Fortnite, yeah. I lost my train of thought. Hold up.
Wait, so when you went from Minecraft to Fortnite, was there certain friends that were playing Fortnite and you weren't? Because
So-
were they just playing? Who was playing Minecraft with you at first?
So
'Cause
I
this
had,
started at
well, I
Pico,
used
right?
to have online friends, but I
Okay.
don't talk to them anymore.
Okay. Shame on them.
Well, no, I just stopped talking to them. But they started to not play Minecraft because they got kind of butt after like a couple updates.
Got kind of butt. What does that mean?
Like kind of got crappy.
Oh, no, it's butt.
So after that, they started getting into Fortnite, which I played Fortnite in like the 3rd chapter of Fortnite, which is like,
I don't know what that means.
I'll explain it in a minute. But I had a couple rare skins, well, like 2 rare skins you could only get in chapter 3, which was Spider-Man and what's the girl?
The girl, Black Widow,
No, the Spider-Man's girlfriend, MJ.
MJ.
Yeah, I had them. I still have them.
It looked like Catherine Zeta-Jones.
I don't know.
Okay. She wasn't MJ.
Yeah, she wasn't. Zendaya was,
Right.
which that's a
That's
skin I
right.
have. There's
Okay.
2 different variants
for
of
you.
her, the comic book one and then.
Okay.
But I got on and then I just kind of started playing with one of my friends. And then it just went up from there, and then I stopped talking to him, and then that's when I talked to Peyton, which shout out to Peyton. There's a lot of shout outs.
Shout out to Peyton.
Peyton's really
Peyton
cool.
Peyton helped me out with learning how to smoke briskets. By the
Yeah,
way.
and we're doing something Halloween this. He'll post something probably, but
for Peyton's
we
posters.
started to play, and then Jackson started to shout out again. Well, I'm not gonna shout.
You don't
out
have to
anymore.
keep shouting them
Okay.
out. Shouting them out if you already did.
Jackson. Then I started playing with Jackson. Then we all played, and then Jackson introduced me to Keith,
Right.
and his little brother. And we all play now. So
And you guys have your Fortnite Fridays.
yeah, Fortnite.
Which is not
well,
every
well, it's
Friday.
not every Friday. It's like updates. Like the most recent one, which is the best one in my opinion, is called Fortnitemares, which was really fun.
Fortnitemares?
Yeah, it's every year Fortnite has a October update that is a Halloween update.
And this was the one where they had Jack Skellington. Mm-hmm. And
Which
they
I bought.
had Leatherface.
Mm-hmm.
And they had the Saw puppet.
Yes.
Yeah. He looks a lot taller in that than he does.
Yeah, because
actual movies.
they can't add they can't do shorter people.
Well, I mean, that's their own problem.
That's why they had to size him up. But, yeah, so, yeah.
Okay. So, like, you just recently bought some skins because we had a yard sale.
Mm-hmm.
Made some money. And you bought Jack Skellington.
I bought Jack Skellington and my dream skin, Captain Hook. Because
so,
we love Disney.
Let's go to that. So, when you were growing up, we watched lots of Disney stuff, but like especially Peter Pan. But you took to Captain Hook.
I don't know why. I like pirates lots.
So when you were in kindergarten, you said when you want to grow up, you want to be
Captain Hook to fight Peter Pan.
Okay, so you could fight Peter Pan, right? So we would go to the Disney store and buy you Captain Hook costumes. So you always, like, when you'd outgrow that one, we'd get you another one. Mm-hmm. You would take anything that resembled a hook.
Which I mainly used hangers.
Right.
Like
so you took hangers apart all the time. Mm-hmm. And those were the ones that were like I think they were the Joy Mangano ones. There's like hangers where like they wouldn't crease up your shirts. And like we had to buy them through QVC. Like now I think you can buy them anywhere in the knockoffs. But at the time, we were paying a good amount of money for it that you were just breaking off, right? But anything that resembled a hook, you would use, and he'd walk around.
Yeah.
So you loved Captain Hook, which then got us into Toy Story. So,
well, I've always been into Toy Story.
Well, but do you remember which Toy Story made you get into everything?
3.
Right, it was Toy Story 3. And what was the first character that you got into?
Mr. Potato Head.
That's right, Mr. Potato Head.
Which I had at the old house. I had like 50 million Mr.
Right,
Potato Heads.
Me and Mom we would go to Toys R Us because that's when there was a Toys R Us in Waldorf.
R.I.P.
Right, R.I.P. Let's have a moment of silence. Okay, good. And so we would go there and we would buy whatever ones they had, like the normal Mr. Potato Heads, Mrs. Potato Heads. Like the only things I think we didn't get were like the Star Wars ones, but like Spider-Man, Hulk. But then we realized we'd go to yard sales and people would sell parts. So it started off with like a bag. It's like a 31 bag or something.
And then it turned
into crates.
And then it turned into a giant toy box.
Right. And so like Gavin you'd want us to sit down on the ground and make our own versions, and we would do it, and that would make you so happy. Mm-hmm. And the thing that I didn't like, and this is me just being honest, was that like I was so fat that it was uncomfortable for me to sit on the ground, but I was more uncomfortable with getting back up. Like, I'm just being honest. Like, you wanted to do it. It's like I wanted to set a whole placing, like a mat down, so it wasn't hard for me to get up. But it always was. But that's the truth. Mm-hmm. Like, you just wanted that quality time. And so we would watch that Toy Story. And then you got into Buzz and Woody. And there's like, you can't see it from this camera view, but like, hanging off the TV over here, there's a Buzz, and he's holding on to Woody, like why Woody's trying to get his hat.
And then we got the 2 first Toy Story toys, Woody and Buzz, up on our shelf.
Is that Thinkaway?
Thinkaway, yeah. That's my favorite that we have.
Which they had like lots of other ones. You did have cool ones that would talk to each other, mm-hmm. but like that didn't last long. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like Santa brought those. That was sure a hard find for him on eBay or something. I don't know, but but you always would have Buzz and Woody with you, and you were particular on Woody's hats. Like yes, so certain Woodies, because they're all made different, would have certain hats, and this is I don't even know if we're recording, because it's not. We might have to take the audio from that and throw it on here because it's not showing the recording. Going on Audacity. Well, that's great.
Well, it's our first.
That's all right.
Podcast.
That's all right. We had the video. Was the video still recording?
Yeah, it's still recording.
All right, cool. So, you would have Woody and Buzz. You would have to have a certain hat, whatever hat went with Woody's, and you knew which ones went with what. There's more napkins.
I got the Irish.
If you want more napkins.
I know. I took.
But you would walk around before you would say a whole lot, because you didn't say a whole lot for a long time. Like me and Mom used to sign with you, mm-hmm. And you would say, Buzz, Woody, and you go to infinity beyond. Yeah. And then you'd ask somebody, when you meet somebody new, your question wasn't like you wouldn't say hi, you wouldn't say how you doing. You would go with a question. You say toy, And that was him. That was you saying Toy Story.
Yeah, I know.
So
I kind of remember that. I kind of said that.
yeah. So but that was all the time. I mean, we loved that. Like it was. We love that you had that thing, and me and Mom love the fact that you continually like it changes. But I mean, that's part of growing up. I mean, when I was your age in high school, no, I think it was because you're a freshman in high school now.
Yes, I'm a freshman in high school.
When I was a sophomore, like I don't even, during a freshman it's different because I went to a private school at first, so like you had to dress a certain way and you're trying to fit in, and that's kind of a big part of high school. But one thing I love about you is that you are confident in who you're in. You're confident about your faith. You're confident in how you dress. You're confident about just who you are, and that makes Mom and I so proud.
Thank you.
And you don't have to thank me, but like when I was a sophomore, like I thought the skaters were cool, so like I'd go to the skate shops and buy like Alien Workshop shirts, like stuff that didn't fit me because like I wanted to be cool. I'd take my skateboard and I'd rub it up against the side of the curb so I looked like I was a good skater, and I hung out with the best skaters in La Plata High School. But I was not a skater. I was the biggest poser in the world. I say all that to say just how amazing it is for the fact that you're 15 and are you having fun with that?
Yeah.
And you are confident in who you are.
Thank you.
I hear people talk about you, and like I told you, like on Sunday, like Pastor Adam was saying something about you to the whole congregation.
I'm pretty cool like that.
But like just the fact that you have a willingness to serve and just your heart, and you do it with a happy heart, and like it makes Mom and I proud. Like I love that. And so let's totally change subjects because now we know you more, right? So Brian knows Gavin.
Yeah, now
right?
Gavin knows Brian.
Oh, of course you know me.
Oh,
okay,
you're pretty cool.
I want to talk about this food. So like we went to Chick-fil-A. Mom picked this up. You got the chicken sandwich, and it was good, but you've always liked that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got the new pimento one. It's like honey something pimento. It's got jalapenos on it. The pimento cheese with you got to be somewhere? Yeah, Fortnite calling?
No.
Jackson calling?
No, Jackson's not calling me.
It's got the pimento with the jalapeno, but the sweetness from the honey that's on the chicken. And this is the spicy chicken, so like you could totally change it.
I don't like spicy chicken.
You don't have to.
I just don't like spicy.
I don't think you would like the pimento though, but it is delicious.
Is it
that with the
delicious?
fries? I'm still not the biggest fan of Chick-fil-A fries, but that's because I like everything heavily salted.
I know you do. Those are personally my two favorite fries from fast food places. First is Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
I don't know why. It's just good. And then my second is Burger King.
All right, so that brings me to my next question. Let's say, because you're close to driving, like you're not there yet, but...
I'm almost. I've been practicing.
You've been practicing with Pawpaw?
Yeah.
Right.
Shout out to Pawpaw.
Okay. If, let's pretend, no judgment,
Okay.
you're driving now, and you got like cash on you, okay? You got $20 cash on you. And you go to a fast food place. First off, which fast food place is it?
Okay.
Now think, like,
Okay,
say
I'm
we're in La
between.
Plata.
Okay.
Let's say we're in La
La Plata,
Plata because
dang
there's a
it.
bunch of them, right?
Okay. Well, one's not in La Plata.
Okay,
which-
well, let's say it's wherever. Okay, just whatever restaurant.
Okay. I'm probably Zaxby's. Zaxby's is really good.
Dude, there's no Zaxby's in Maryland.
Well, there's gonna be, hopefully.
Well, that's
I
what
don't
they
know if
said,
that's
but
lying.
nothing's happened.
Okay, fine. Probably. Okay. You're gonna disagree with me with this. I really like Cane's.
Okay.
But that wouldn't be my first pick. I would probably pick Chick-fil-A because it's like the best.
Okay, all right, so...
Or, yeah.
No,
just
pick one,
Chick-fil-A.
pick one.
Chick-fil-A.
All right, so you're Chick-fil-A. You have
So-
$20. Let's say it's $40. And nobody knows what you're going to order or what you're going to eat in your Jeep, okay?
Okay, yeah, my nice Jeep.
Right,
My
okay.
nice Jeep.
Your Jeep. What are you ordering?
I'm ordering.
Now listen, no
No
judgment.
judgment.
Nobody knows what you are. Nobody knows Gavin. That you're ordering it from, or like
Okay.
who's placing
Okay.
the order. They know nothing about you.
Okay. I'm only gonna order a little bit amount of things, but it's gonna be a lot on it.
Okay.
I'm gonna order chicken sandwich, right? And I'm gonna ask them to put double cheese, right? Like triple. Like it's gonna be a big
Double or
stack
triple?
of cheese.
That's a big
No,
difference.
giant stack of cheese.
So you want like 10 pieces
yes,
of cheese?
yes.
Okay,
And
that's
then
more than double. or
they're
triple,
gonna get
just so
a
you know.
flamethrower and just like burn it.
All right, we're trying to talk about
Okay,
realistic,
fine,
like how
fine.
it would be.
They're they're gonna make it like how I had it.
So you want it melted?
Yeah, and then I want a big tub of fries, and then I want a giant cup of Chick-fil-A sauce.
But let's say they don't have this. I'm talking about like their real menu.
Fine.
So a giant fry would be how many large fries?
Like 1,
That's
2 to like 10, but I don't want that many.
You just want to be able to just fist grab.
I'm not gonna eat it all, but like.
Okay.
And then I want Chick-fil-A sauce, obviously, and then I'm gonna get one of their.
Which you can buy the big things.
Yeah, well, that doesn't taste the same.
No, you're picky.
The one that you get
Chick-fil-A
from like
bougie.
Walmart or Target does not taste the same as the other ones.
But this
These
isn't
are
that
better.
one. But when you ordered the Chick-fil-A tray,
you get the one like this, and you get the squirt bottle.
That's not how it used to be.
Now it is.
Okay, well,
we're
back
not
in the day.
we're not talking back in the day.
Yeah,
So I'm not that old. I'm not
Whatever.
a billion years old.
Okay. What's your drink?
I would get a milkshake. No, I would get the slushy lemonade. That's the best drink to get there.
Okay.
The best drink. And then I would get one of their chocolate chip cookies because I've never had their cookies there.
Thank you for sharing what your secret meal would be, but I can tell you, I wouldn't pick any of that.
What would you pick?
Let's see what Brian knows. Brian knows. Brian, no.
No? Okay.
But I can tell you.
You would go to McDonald's.
Right now.
I know for a fact you would go to McDonald's.
Like food's coming out of my mouth. No. Well, I'm not going into that.
He loves McDonald's.
The Addams Family stuff that's at Burger King. I have not stopped talking about this, and I know people are tired of hearing about it that know me. Morticia's Kooky Chocolate Shake, I believe, is chocolate cake batter with fudge, and it's got little crumblies of cookies. So every slurp you get, you're getting little crumbles of cookies. It's like you're eating the chocolate part from a Carvel ice cream cake with the cookie crumble. Yes, you have.
I probably have.
Yes, you have.
Yes,
How dare you lie on this?
Oh,
You definitely have had that. Trust me. You've had it many times.
Okay, well, I probably had it. I didn't know the name.
It is unbelievable. But because I'm diabetic, I'm not supposed to be drinking that. So I drink half of it, and I tell myself that's enough. But then when I do it 2 days in a row,
And then I drink the rest
that's
of
a
the
problem.
half.
All right, we're going to get ready to wrap up here because we're almost at time. But I want to stay on the food thing real quick. When you decide you want to cook something at home, what is your ideal thing to cook? Like, just say you have all the ingredients there.
Okay. Well, I know how to cook
Because you
it.
like to put stuff together.
I like to put stuff together. Personally, I'm going to make 2 things. 2 different... No. I'm going to make... Which my friend Peyton taught me how to do this. It's one of the best things he's ever made in everything I made. So, you get a sesame seed bagel. You toast it. Then you get eggs. You know how you cook scrambled eggs? You like mix it. You don't mix it. You crack the egg on the pan. You put some Pam on it. Get it. And then you get a fork and you pop the egg yolk so it spreads out.
Okay.
And you flip it and kind of like mash
like
it together.
Okay.
And then you get nice not
block cheese.
block cheese, and you cut it with our knife, and you put a bowl on top. You put it all together, and you put a bowl on top of the thing.
Okay.
You cut it in half. It's so good. Best thing.
So you got into that majorly, like after you were at Peyton's house.
Yeah, because Peyton taught me how to do it. It's really good.
Okay. So that's what you would cook. All right.
Or a cheeseburger.
I want to leave... Or a cheeseburger. Okay, so I want to leave the audience, the listeners, with one thing. I want to leave them with one great idea, okay? So it doesn't matter if you know how to accomplish this idea, but maybe somebody that's watching this or listening to this hears about it. What would be just, and it doesn't matter what it is, but just one great idea that's in Gavin's brain.
Okay.
Shoot.
What?
No, I'm saying like go.
Okay. Follow your dreams. I don't really know.
No, this is an idea. Like
what do you mean?
Like we were talking earlier, like it would be great if you could wake up in the morning, it's like something like Pee Wee Herman would do, and he had like socks that put themselves on, like maybe it's
a
like...
great idea. Okay.
Yeah, great idea.
I would love to see, right, you wake up in the morning for school, and clothes just self-retract on you, and they brush your teeth too, so I can just like go back to bed.
You really hate brushing your teeth in the morning.
No,
I do.
I brush my teeth in the morning.
Sometimes my breath smells like butt.
I didn't want to know that
No.
because this is a podcast. Because I don't feel like getting up for the school in the morning because I have to get up at like 5:50 or 5:45,
stupid.
which doesn't compare. Doesn't compare to you.
I
You
didn't
wake
say
up
that.
at like
It's fine.
3. I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what I want.
Okay. All right. But you were leading before you said that. That is a good idea. So thank you for sharing that. It would be nice if somebody came up with that. I feel like there's probably something out there like that. That like
Tesla
you could go
robots
in-
can
You
do
can
it.
like go in front of it, and it's just going to start brushing your teeth, and you can back up.
Yeah, I want
I
to
don't know
see.
about
I
the
want to get
close
one of
thing.
the new Tesla robots.
Okay,
Like-
the one that makes coffee.
No, have you seen it?
No,
It's
no
like
idea.
it's like one. You know that like one the dude with that movie with Will Smith with the robots.
iRobot.
Yeah, it's like those. It's exactly like those. Like they actually.
They ended up taking over, by the way, at the end.
Well, that's what's probably gonna happen.
But so before we were saying this, and you weren't sure what I was asking, you were giving us with like a positive thought. I like that.
I
What
like
were you saying?
positive stuff. I don't like negative stuff.
That's a good thing. So what were you saying? Like you were leaving everybody with like something positive.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, like some inspiration.
Like, follow your dreams, because when you get into high school, it changes a lot.
Yeah,
Which, yeah,
it
that's all
does.
I have.
It does. Thank you for coming on Brian Knows. I
Of
feel like I
course.
know you better. So I want you to know. Let's see if I can do this.
It looks like
Thank
a
you
little
for
fan.
being awesome.
Thank you.
I got this from
I know
work.
I'm pretty awesome.
There's something. It's a BKB. You get to take home a BKB, which you're already home. So
So I'll just take it in the
and it's
house.
like it's nicely made. Reach in there, grab a
Oh
BKB.
wow! Oh wow!
Show the
It's a
camera.
little baby.
It's a Brian Knows baby.
Little baby.
Show it real close to the camera. There you go.
Hey,
Brian
little
Knows baby.
I'm gonna just
All guests
put
get
that
a
in my
BKB.
Put my pocket podcast.
So
my podcast
that's for
pocket.
you. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you. Of course.
I appreciate it. I
Want me
think
to
this
come-
was a good first
You want
guest.
me to come on again?
You're never
part
allowed
2?
on here again.
Oh, okay.
No.
Part 2.
Yeah, so let's do business right now. Make sure you tell people about this. This is on the Meets of the Roundtable podcast network, so it's going to show up in the feed. Subscribe, give 5 stars.
6 stars.
I mean,
7
add
stars.
Well, you can add a star. So
But she's a star.
I'm Brian.
I'm
and
Gavin.
and I'm happy to know Gavin. So I want you to look into the camera and say, I'm Gavin and Brian knows me.
I'm Gavin and Brian knows me.
Yes, he does. Thank you for coming to Brian Knows. Bye, everybody.